Hey guys, welcome back to Pavilautum, and welcome back to Café Enchanté. We're on Eel's route. Eel did this whole, it literally had this whole speech. The ending music was playing. I was like, maybe the game's over. I have no idea. But we had a wonderful time with him hanging up the laundry, and now we're playing the Otome game that he had recommended. So let's get right into it. I already read this. But this person, just as Eel said, is full of mystery. He won't even say his name, so they just call him Mysterious Young Man the whole time. Will he tell me if we get closer? But I think I would enjoy it. A real feeling, the process of growing closer. I'm feeling more motivated. I'll do my best to complete it. I love how Kororo's like the little cheerleader on the side. Several days later, I take a break from playing the Otome game. I'm finally out of Enchanté. For once, I wasn't leaving just to restock ingredients, my own private outing. It seemed I'm not the only one who had a big change in feelings after that matter. They were like, this is enough.
だから連れはいらねえって本人が言ってんだろ。
そうそう荷物持ちを任されたならともかく女の子の買い物を邪魔するのは無粋だよ。
ことね、イルは我らが抑え込んでおく。今のうちに出かけるといい。
Good lord. Okay. Then I'll be going now.
嫌です。待って。私を置いていかないでください。ことね。
He's like a dog. I said that in the other episode too, but I feel like he really is. Like, his sad cries elicits a feeling of guilt from me. Eel was, according to Ignis, like a baby bird following its parent, and had opened his heart to me. His parent, huh? It left me with a hollow feeling. Like, being totally honest, I would rather be looked at in a different light. No. Why am I acting so full of myself? I shake off my idle thoughts and start walking in search of a boutique with the next season's trends available. Huh? A passerby calls my name, so I stop to turn around. Ah! She's a little older than I remember, but I wouldn't fail to recognize her. There, I see a friend from high school, beaming with a bright smile. I'm surprised too! When did you move into the city?
状況っていうか、こっちで働いてる姉さんに会いに来たのよ。でもそっか、あんたが引っ越してきたのってこの町だったんだね。
Delighted by our reunion, we join hands and bounce excitedly.
ねえねえ、せっかくだし、どこかでゆっくり話さない？お互い、今まであったこととかいろいろ話そうよ。
Yeah, of course! After getting takeout coffee from a cafe, we leisurely sit down on a bench in a nearby park. Judging from the aroma and the strong acidity, these beans must be based from Kilimanjaro. Nice. I look down at my blended coffee and my paper from the perspective of a cafe owner. I think she meant to say in my paper cup, but I take a sip for research, thinking it might have a more nuanced flavor profile. I don't know why I hesitated. Oh, it's just a guess. I guess I drink so much coffee that I'm developing a palate for it.
Oh, そういえばあんた、喫茶店のマスターになったんだっけ?
As I move to ask her how she knows, I remember that some of her relatives are entrepreneurs, so I consulted her.
よかったら今度、その店に遊びに行ってもいい?
Yeah, of course. If I tell everyone beforehand, They can either hide or pretend, so there shouldn't be any issue.
でもそっか。確かに琴音は器用で料理上手だし、天職といえば天職だよね。繁盛してる？
Decent, I guess. I make ends meet thanks to some regulars.
へえ、常連までいるんだ。ちなみにそれってどんな人たち？
There are 5 men, I guess.
男の人、それも5人も。
Yeah, why are your eyes gleaming like that?
いやほら、状況といえば心機一転。それに加えて新たな出会いの地ってイメージがあるじゃん。
Oh dear.
ぶっちゃけその中でいい人とかいないわけ？
Oh
あんたずっとそういう浮いた話なかったし。
I nearly choke on my coffee. Into them, as in... I didn't take after my grandpa's work to do things like that.
じゃあ気になってる人は？
That's... Remain silent. I'm a workaholic or not exactly. I'm a workaholic sounds really bad, I feel. Remain silent. Let's just say not exactly, because it kind of leaves like it up in the air, you know? It's like, oh, not exactly, but there might be somebody. I don't know. I'm gonna say that. If I wanted to, I could derail the topic or dodge the question. But, I'm not really sure what it means yet, but... There's someone in my life, but I can't quite place what it is we've got.
どういうこと？
Maybe I had a subconscious desire to speak with someone about these feelings that suddenly sprouted inside of me. I give in and start slowly confessing it. It really is just someone I'm curious about. He's a bit off from normal people and clumsy. At first I felt like I couldn't just abandon him and thought it was cute, but I'm aware I'm turning bright red. Once I started talking, I couldn't stop. When things heated up, he had made such a lovely smile, and I realized he's a man too. That straightforwardness and purity, something about it intrigues me, or so I think, sometimes, maybe. This silence is embarrassing. At least make some sort of comment. Oh, but it's not like wanting to date or anything. It's not a desire like that. Our relationship doesn't seem like it's going anywhere. Finally, despite her saying nothing, I start making excuses.
なるほどね。
While she was puzzled at first, after hearing my answer, she seems to nod.
頑張って。めっちゃ応援する。
Oh, you don't need to! She's holding her thumb up and making a sly face at me, and I shout back in response.
ああ、もうこんな時間か。話し込んじゃったね。というか、コーヒー飲むなら普通にあんたのとこに行けばよかった。
True. Next time you're around, let me know. I'll welcome you. And if I'm too busy during the day, you can drop by after closing time.
わかった。私はしばらくこっちにいるから、何かあったらそっちも連絡してね。
It's been so long since I've seen her that I couldn't help from talking a lot. It seems I've been thinking about Eel more than I anticipated. How interesting. After a slight detour, I finished shopping and the sun had set. The air seems strangely moist. The weather report said it would be clear all day. To check again, I take out my smartphone to open the weather app. Oops, I accidentally opened the SNS app next to it. I guess I can just look there for weather information. I casually open up the search menu. Because of my current location, a popular news article from my area is pinned to the top. Normally I'd just ignore such things, but... Mysterious disappearances? My eyes honed in on these strange words. That reminds me, Ignis was reading an article about that earlier. I get a little curious, so I squint at the fine print. Oh no. Oh, wait, no, I thought I would have to, like, voice it as a different person, but I guess she's reading it. In this part of town, right where I stood. In other words, in the area near Enchanté, there are several mysterious disappearances occurring. There are currently around 5 victims. They were last spotted at night before allegedly being abducted in back alleys. For some reason, they never came back out and vanished completely. That's right, without leaving a trace. There are already multiple search requests registered with the police. There's a chance it was overblown as it wasn't reported on TV yet. God, Kotone's gonna get spirited away. This town in this area at night. I look up into the starry night sky and quietly put my smartphone away. I didn't even check the weather. I wonder why. I'm suddenly getting scared. While mysterious disappearance has an unrealistic sound to it, it's still true that people have gone missing in this area, and that fans my fear. Luckily, there's still a lot of people around. I should go home before it gets really dark. Maybe because it's dinner time. The streets get less and less populated, and I can hear my footsteps echo as I walk. No, that's not possible. I only just read that news. It wouldn't happen to me right after. Oh, God. I hear a faint shout. It's a woman's voice, I think. The source of the voice was in the back of a dark barrow alley stretching between nearby buildings. Ugh. For a moment, the darkness makes me hesitate. Ugh, but I heard it! If I ignored it and went home, it would definitely bother me. I hold my smartphone in one hand so I can call for help right away if need be, and leap into the alley. Relying only on what I heard, I check the surroundings, but where'd they go? Is anyone there? I try calling out, but as expected, there's no reply. Just then, slightly. I notice something at my feet that stands out a little. What could this be? I know it's something. I can't describe it. Considering the feeling from my fingers, I can tell it's something soft, but due to the faint light engulfing it, the outline is too blurry to tell. There's no sign of anyone. I rushed over pretty quick, so I figured I'd at least see a silhouette if something was happening here. So then, what was that shout? This area has a lot of bars. Maybe the rowdy voices of people echoed through here? Maybe? I didn't know the truth, but there was no mistaking this as a dark place. In fact, if I stayed here, I wouldn't be able to defend myself. Without thinking about it, I put something I picked up in my bag and decided to leave in a hurry.
Kotone!
Huh? Eel! At the same time I emerge from the alley, Eel comes swooping down from the night sky. And only slightly after, Canis appears from the path to Enchanté. That was shocking. Did you come all the way here like that?
はい、夜も遅いのであなたを迎えに行く許可をもらいました。きちんと姿を隠す術をまとってきましたのでご心配なく。
そもそも空を飛ばなければ良い話なのだが、すまぬ。一刻も早くあなたに会いたかったようでな。咎めないでやってほしい。
It's fine. In fact, I feel relieved. I was a little scared to go home by myself.
怖い。何かあったのですか？
I give the two of them a brief explanation of the incidents in the news.
神隠しですか。奇妙な事件もあるものですね。ですが、今は私がいます。何かあってもあなたを必ず守りますから、心配しないでください。
Of course. I'm sure. I'll rely on you. But just in case, we decided to hurry back to Enchanté to avoid such an incident. What if, oh my god, what if like what if the people who are like spiriting people away are like playing the sounds of like a woman screaming or being like, no, like, so to attract individuals to come into the alley so that they can be spirited away. This is crazy. I'm like, I feel like I'm a conspiracy theorist. Like, nothing I say is accurate. Like, oh right, yeah. About that game, I started playing through it seriously.
おお、ついにいかがです？現在の進捗と感想は。
I'm still not in any individual's route. I think I'm just about to start though. You put it best. It's certainly interesting. The world setting is well put together, and I can easily empathize with the heroine. And right now, I'm pursuing the character you recommended to me.
例の彼ですか？彼はネタバレは厳禁ですね。早くあなたと感想を語り合いたいというのにままならないものです。
With a lively conversation, I walk beside Eel all the way home. Where did Connus go? Oh, never mind. Connus is walking a step behind, warmly watching over us, I think. Connus is the sweetest. I'm back, Kuro. When I return to my room, I do a dancing turn with a welcoming Koro in my arms. Then I sit on my bed and point to the game console I left. When I started talking about this game, Eel smiled gleefully again. For Eel's sake too, I must hurry and finish it. Like yesterday, I boot up the game with Kororo in my lap. It seems Kororo has taken a liking to this setup too. Let's see, the story so far was... playing for hours. Just before entering the individual route, the heroine fails a job entrusted to her and becomes depressed. She sits miserably at the park. There appears... Oh, God. The elegant yet esoteric young man smiles softly. But this person, on closer inspection, he speaks politely and is super mellow. He kind of reminds me of Eel. As I smile over it, I slowly press the confirm button. What? Huh? I feel like I've heard that line before, maybe. Huh? What does that mean? Is Eel, like, using lines from the Ultimate game to pick up girls? What? Shortly before Enchanté's opening time. Before the owner Kotone made her way downstairs. I don't know who this is. 5 of the shop's regulars surround the table with serious expressions.
例の神隠し騒動に異世界か人外が関与しているですか?
The subject concerns the rumors which had circulated as of late, all about the mysterious disappearance incidents.
朝っぱらからよくわかんねえ話だな。つうか、異世界人外どうこうっても、アンシャンテ自体には関係ねえだろ。
まあね。直接的な関与がないのはもちろん僕も分かってるよ。ただ妙な術式の痕跡があってね。できればミシェルとイル、術の専門家である君たちに解析の協力を依頼したいんだ。
Mazir and Eel exchange a look, prompting Eel to lift his eyebrow. While Enchanté is unrelated, the disappearances took place not too far from it.
ホールの発生が原因ならば神隠しと言われるゆえんもわかるが、そうでないとなればいささか不可解ではある。それに万が一だが彼女自身が標的になった場合も考えると。
We should prepare for the worst. Each regular contemplates this thought themselves.
おっと、何にせよ、まずは彼女にも話を通した方がいいだろうね。
ことね、おはようございます。今日は起床が遅かったのですね。
What?
どうしました？私の顔に何かついていますか？
Sorry, Eel. I'm just half asleep. Also, why is everyone here? Even Rindo's here so early.
ああ、それは。
Why'd she come down making a face like that? I don't know, it's weird. Thanks to the regulars, I was up to speed.
実は昨夜もここから近い大通り周辺の路地裏で起きたみたいなんだ。姿を消したのは若い女性。時刻は20時ぐらいかな。
The time and place takes me aback. Okay, so it's confirmed that they were not using a recording. Don't tell me. Could that have been the scream I overheard?
なんだよ。まさかお前、その場にいたのか？
I didn't see it directly, but I thought I heard a scream. I thought it was my imagination, so I didn't look into it.
仕方あるまい。何も知らないのであれば、噂は噂に過ぎぬのだから。
そうですね。仮に女性が姿を消す瞬間に間に合っていたとしても、あなた一人で解決できるとは限りません。むしろ一緒に行方不明になっていたかもしれません。そのような可能性、想像するだけで恐ろしい。
For now, I'll save my regrets for later. I had to focus on the situation and look out for any possible clues. When Rindo asked me to elaborate, possible clues. Oh! Just then, I recalled a certain item. Please wait just a minute. I hurried to my own room and then returned back down with my bag. Last night, I picked up something at the scene, but I don't really know what it is.
何かわかんねえ。なんだそりゃ。どういうことだよ。
I couldn't quite see it. It didn't have a shape. It was hard to make out.
見えない。ますますよくわからぬな。
Well, it would be faster to show than to explain, so I began to rummage through my bag. Wait, but the inside of my bag is dark. Did that mysterious light vanish? With little choice, I searched through the bag with just the shop's lighting and the feeling of my fingers. Then, I think this is it. I found something white in my bag. Without knowing what the item was, I pull it out and go to hand it over to Rindo.
あ？
これって。
With the movement of Rindo's hand, it glimmers in the sunlight. In exchange for its diminishing glow, however, we see that it is a single white, soft, and lovely feather. Disappearances related to non-humans. The strange object found at the scene was a stark white feather. All of us realized at once. An angel's feather? Everyone's gaze focuses on Eel.
いる。もしや何か知っているのか。
Is Eel fucking spiriting people away? Kanas asks in a low voice, and that moment. Wee wee, this is your Puffalauda trigger warning. The upcoming scene has Eel experiencing a panic attack or a PTSD attack. We're not really sure what's going on here, but he has the whole sweating, chills, everything. Like, it's a very bad time for him. So if that makes you really uncomfortable, please skip to the time shown on the screen. And for those of you who are like, I got this, let's continue. Oh God. Eel clutches his chest and collapses on the spot. Eel?
おい、どうした？
We hardly call to him, but he doesn't answer us. Oh god, he's having a panic attack. With raised nails, he tears at his chest. Normally, beautiful songs flowed through those full, beautiful lips, but now there were only dry, disorderly gasps.
リンド羽をかくて。
わかった。
Yeah, he's having a fucking panic attack. Oh my god. Rindo follows Mazir's demand and stows the feather in his pocket. As though he's forgotten how to breathe, Eel continues to struggle. I quickly stoop down, rubbing his back as he agonizes. Eel, calm down. Slow down. Take deep breaths. After rubbing him for a while, I start patting at regular intervals to remind him of the breathing rhythm. As I repeat this, while still slight, Eel begins to normalize. However, he is still in no condition to talk.
カヌセ、このままイルを部屋に運んでくれる。
承知した。
While holding Eel, Connus marched to the second floor. The once noisy cafe interior flips, and a dull silence filled the room. After checking to make sure Eel is out of sight, Rindo once again takes the feather out. What could have happened to Eel? A pure white angel feather. Its beauty befits the word divine, but it was almost too beautiful. Almost like it was sterile, too cold to be admired in any kind of intimate way. There's definitely trauma. Like, that's not a normal reaction to have. Like, that was like PTSD or something. Like, that. Oh, poor Eel. And we're gonna stop here. Oh, poor Eel. I feel so bad. Like, for a split second, I doubted Eel. Like, maybe he was the one who's spiriting them away. But after seeing his reaction, I'm pretty sure that's not it. It must be someone who was, like, abusive or something to him. And I don't know. Oh, boy. Next episode, we're gonna find out, I guess, like, maybe Eel will talk about it. Maybe Eel will explain what's wrong, but we'll see how it goes.